Good morning, students. So, welcome to your history class. And today we are going to study about the second chapter of our history, that is from trade to territory. Means in the first of the chapter we have looked out that how our East India Company have just acquired or they have just gained the powers in our India. So how they have established their all their companies, all their powers in our India. So in this chapter we are going to study about that how for what purpose they came and after that what they became. Means how they have acquired all the places of our India. Means all the territories, how they have gained the control, how they have gained the powers from all those territories and all those powers. So beside that, this is a whole story. Means this chapter is in a whole story. It will be going on. First, let's look at the last Mughal ruler was the Aurangzeb. Who was the last Mughal ruler? Aurangzeb was the last Mughal ruler of Mughals. Means he have died in the 1707. So after the death of the Aurangzeb, all the Mughal governors who have been appointed as the Subedars and the Zamindars of the respected areas. So what they had done, they have gained the authorities, they have taken all the powers from themselves. Means now they became the leaders, they became the rulers of that territory or of that area. Means all the Mughal governors, all the zamindars, those who have been given the authorities just to collect the revenues, just to take care after the villages, they have been gained the control all over that territories and all over that powers. Got it? So after the death, in the middle, in the half of the 16th century, means approximately in the 1750 or approximately the 1750, there was a power which was emerging from the east. Means firstly, for what purpose they were coming out for that, and after that they became a rulers of our India also. So he was, like we were talking, that Aurangzeb was the last Mughal powerful ruler after the death of that old Mughal, Aurangzeb. In the 1707, all the zamindars, all the subedars, means Mughal governors, they gained the authorities of those, all the powers, like they have became. So after that, East India Company comes from the east, means it is in our east, that coming out from the England or from the Europe, we can say that. So that is totally in our east of our India. So what has happened? Like that they came from the east, that their main motive was the trade. Their main motive was the trade. So what they had done in the 1600, means in the just of the 1600, they acquired a charter, they acquired a granting trade, or they acquired a granting show, that is right to trade from the Queen Elizabeth I. Got it? Means in which what they have been stated, they have stated that no other companies can compete with this East India Company. Means they have been having no any kind of the fear. Their main motive was that they were coming out for the good purpose of trading. Means they are coming out from the east of the England and they were totally having the trade in our India. Got it? Means from the Cape of Good Hope, they have just sailed down their sails they have rested in Africa. Then from Africa to they have just returned to our India also. So there were so many trading companies also, means there were some mercantile groups were there. Mercantile groups means these are some trading companies which makes the profit by selling the goods and the dear products. Got it? Dear products means good products, we can say. So like that there were the mercantile trading companies, means these mercantile trading companies were also there. So this East India Company have not to fear from any mercantile group or any mercantile companies, because they have acquired a charter from the Queen Elizabeth I, which was stating that, which was granting them a right to sole trade. Means they were having no fear, they have been not any other company or any other mercantile group can compete with these company. So they have firstly they have sailed down their sea from the Cape of Good Hope, then they returned from the Africa, then they moved towards the India. So they have acquired a royal charter, we can say, from the Queen Elizabeth. So in the 1498, the Vasco da Gama, he was a Portuguese Means he was a Portuguese traveler who have found out a sea route for the India for the first time in the history in the 1498. Got it? So when these companies arrived at the India in the corner in the bank of or in the Goa, they found that before then there were the only some another companies were established, that were the Portuguese were over there. Got it? So this was helped by the Vasco da Gama. Means in the 1498 he founded out the sea route. Got it? So what happened? It was in group which these Portuguese were before only they were established their own trade, their own groups over there. So they find out that there was some another group that was also residing over there. So what happened that means all those companies were totally interested in this buying of same goods and same products they were interested. Means that was the fine quality of the cotton. Means they were interested in buying up of the fine quality of the cotton, because at that period of the time the cotton was having a very good demand in the Europe markets, and it was also having a cheap rates also. So what they were doing, they were buying up all these cheap goods, all these cheap products from our India, and they just selling out in the Europe just to make the profit totally. Here, for example, if I would like to say that if this is some place where we find a cheap goods, cheap products, and what we will do, we buy them for a cheap rates, and we take them with us and we sell them afterwards in a higher price just to make or just to earn the profit. So same thing these companies were also doing. So what happened in these companies, they started a trade competition also. Got it? Means they were totally having a same interest, they were totally buying up the same goods, they were totally buying up the same things also. So besides that, they were totally emerging in the same kind of the goods and services. Like for that, they were interested in the not only in the cotton, but they were also interested in the cinnamon, cardamom, black pepper were there. So what happened? These companies started a competition among themselves. As soon as these companies among them, the tradings have started a competition. Now the trade have been carried out with the fortified trades. Means they started sinking of each other's ships in the seas. Means now battle have been started in between these companies. Means no another company wanted that they could buy up the cheap goods and they should make their profit by selling up all those things at a same place only. Means like that, we are saying that at the same place we are buying from the same things and we are selling those things at the same place only. Means 2 or 3 group of students are just selling the same things. So among these there will be the competition will start. So due to what happened that each friend will started sinking each other's group or each other's soul. So like that also these companies started a fortified trade among these. Means now they have been fearing from each other. They have been totally having a fearing. They have been totally started a trade competition among these. So after the sinking of the trades, after sinking of the ships, what they have been carried out? They have been started carried out a fortified trade. Fortified trade means now all those trades have been carried out with the troops. Means the troops were immersed on the seas. They were totally resting on the ships, and they started carrying out the trade with such kind of the troops. Got it? After these, what happened? These companies started growing up in the more and more companies. So what happened? Now the another point will start. Now the companies start trade in the Bengal. Is in the east of the Bengal. Means firstly what they have done, they have started the first factory they have set up on the river, on the bank of river Hooghly in the 1651. Means company started its own factory. So at that period of time, this factory was known as the sun factors. Means they have been settlement, they have started settlement, they started a fortified. These company factories were having a warehouse. Warehouse means that this was a place where they can register or where they can store their goods and their things that they can be export afterwards. And they started the nearby sellers, nearby traders, that they could set up nearby those warehouses also. Got it? In the so many movies we have, or you have also seen that there were so many persons that they were using they were using such kind of the warehouses also. Means how they have a warehouse, for that they have like that this is a warehouse. Got it? Means this is some place. Here they were having like these, they have made a fortified territories. So these boundaries have been known as fortification. Means they made a boundary walls around this warehouse. Means this was the warehouse where they were keeping all these goods and products which they can export afterward. So what they have asked, they asked the local traders, local persons, that they could set up nearby these warehouses so that they can buy their goods and services. Got it? So in the 1696, they have set up all these things. Got it? So after the 1696, after the 2 years later, they have bribed the Mughal rulers and they gained the authority, they gained the Diwani rulers, that they gained a charter, royal charter. They have they have gained the Farman. Means they have acquired a Farman, which means that it was in a royal order or royal charter that gave the authority that they have been given the 3 villages under their export and import and their Diwani. Means they have bribed the Mughal rulers at that period of the time also, just to acquire the Diwani, just to acquire the power nearby these rulers, so that they can export easily, they can get the powers and they can get these, they can sell all the things and they can purchase the cheap rates. What they were doing after getting of these things, they started buying up cheap goods and they started selling out in the Europe also. Means at that period what they were happening, that a large amount of persons or at the large amount of the groups, they have been started selling out in the Europe also. Means from our India, they buy up a cheap rate goods and they sell out in the Europe started there. So when they acquired the Farman, they have been provided 3 villages Diwani also. Got it? So in the Bengal, they have been acquired. The Bengal was set up in the previous of our classes. We have studied that Bengal was set up from the Murshid Wali Khan. Means he was the founder of Bengal. While he was the founder, after the death of Aurangzeb, he have betrayed and he have established its own territories over the Bengal. He established its own economic as well as political and administration powers over there. Like that we have also seen for the Awadh and the Hyderabad also. So he had acquired these things. Good and beta. Up to here I think you have clear. So in the next videos, in the next class, we will see that how these trade leads to a better, what kind of the battles they have gone, what kind of the things they have been carried out. So thank you beta, thank you so much for these videos.